doing, son? You winning? Dad, I have time for you right now. Get out of the room. I'm playing video games. Oh, what? What are you playing? Dad, I'm playing World of Tanks Blitz. I almost got this fool on a headshot. Yeah! I'm winning, Dad! Woo! That's my boy. Big yes to World of Tanks Blitz for making this video possible and keeping little Eddie occupied while I go out with Jockey Mill. World of Tanks Blitz is a massive MMO shooter that all the most epic gamers are playing.
Yeah. Is the server back open? There's no sound. I don't think actually forgot. Alright.
It moves beautifully as a shooter, and you can use a huge range of tanks to suit your playstyle. If you're a sniper who prefers to kill from a distance, go with the Grill 15. If you prefer to go in guns blazing, I personally go with the Brigado 65. And for those of you who like to get close and personal, the T49 is perfect for close combat. Strategize with your team and flank the enemy to beautiful turret-busting headshots. And the best part is, you can carry this action with you and play it anywhere you like. Eddie, are you playing that in the shower, mate? You love this game! Wait, nani? World of Tanks Blitz has over 120 million downloads? Don't get left behind. Join in with your friends and start tearing up the lobbies. Use your mobile device and download World of Tanks Blitz via my links below. Get a Tier 2 American Light Tank T1E6, 500 gold, and 7 days of premium account. You'll be balling on the battlefield, baby. So download World of Tanks using my link because it supports me, guys, and it allows me to keep making dumb videos. You sure you don't want to go out and get some fresh air, mate? Nah, Dad, I'm good.
The criminal justice system was slow based on so you can get protected from members of an elite special notice.
Presenting the Honourable Judge Narrator for today's session. Can we get the Honourable Judge Narrator and Honourable Booster seat? You can use my cobblestone block.
That sucks. Anyways.
You see what like a booster seat as well?
Shut up!
Well, I'm free. I don't care about if you get caught or just years. So I need to get out of here. I want to get out of here.
Overruled. The court decides that Juicy
I
doesn't
don't
think
like
he can do something about his dumb
think? Do you think that this doesn't? Or this opens the door? Hold on. Just takes a while because I don't freaking double those are connected. Oh.
This is what I'm talking about, Your Honor.
Yeah, let's go to the steps.
And why are they made out of food?
I'm gonna go this way. Yes. Oh, freak. Freak, he's coming. Okay, I'm gonna pause the opening. Pause. Okay. There we go. Gotta go. I gotta go. Oh my god, I keep breaking. Screw you. I said screw you. Oh no.
Nothing but harassed, and nothing substantial has been brought up that incriminates my client.
Nice. We got the caps.
Retarded, bro. Next charge is a serious charge, Your Honor. It's the most serious charge. Probably the most despicable thing he's ever done.
Also, the zone opens for a while. For like 15 seconds and then closes back up.
Now you
Gets his ass fast.
Your Honor, the creation of the Nono Square was a blessing in disguise, Your Honor. Kids all over the world have learned from the likes of the Kevin Spaceys of the world, the Harvey Weinstein, who have now, thanks to the Nono Square, been canceled.
I know I have seen that song.
Oh, sorry.
Fired, mother.
Yes.
Your Honor. Let's judge. Shut up! This is the US High Court of Memes. No time to
I don't have to key on me right now. I don't know where I got the key, so
it's ridiculous. We have another name for that statutory. This is redundancy, Your Honor. We're going in circles. Squares.
Alright, you know what? Statement overruled. Whatever.
Okay, no, new charge. Aha! One of the worst crimes you could possibly do. That's red-handed. It wasn't bad. It was like...
Give me that.
And my client said he was basically in himself.
It's not my shit. Yep, also.
Objection!
You know what? Another random person here, so you three.
I feel like I'm working with a criminal right now.
This juice is bushy. Bristle. This is Bristle.
So what you're telling me is that he is Juice's cousin, and his name is Bushy.
Bushy, don't you fucking say a thing. You keep your mouth closed, Bushy. Don't you fucking snitch on me, Bushy. Mr. Bristles, is it not true that Juicy sang a song? No! You cannot believe a word this guy's saying.
Hold on, my call. Get your hands up.
Hands up to witness. Your Honor. Get him up.
Bristles, are you okay?
This is throwing up. Oh, you get mowed now, son. This is my courtroom. Rush boy. Let's be honest, it's still more effective. Your Honor, permission for my client to drink some water.
You may drink some. May the prosecution please bring up that bottle and specific water he drinks.
Give me that. Oh, what? Objection!
Overruled.
Is
that right?
Yes. This man is going to prison today. We haven't found evidence. We're making more charges in the court as we speak. The guy deserves to go away for all time. We could say our entire case to people overnight.
Totally fair.
Copies.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. That shit out of here.
Stop him! Have the use of outdated means, but you're away for life.
Your Honor, there is no evidence left against my client.
Point for the defense.
And that's how you do court stuff.
Go here, bitch!
He deserves to be punished for the no-no square. He deserves.
Articulate, take a seat.
Touch me there.
Choosing. These. Defense, if you could please bring you and your client up here for the final fix.
We got this yeah, someone does not open this one. And you have Lucy, huh?
To the front, Juicy.
TG, motherfucker! Skill!
I hereby decree state of the C-A-2. Alright, so that's lunch. You want lunch?
Yes, thanks for that.
Awesome. Okay.
Bro, I'm pretty
Just
but I got
something weird is going on.
sniped by someone.
He's at the end of the room. Stop it. Don't worry, don't keep it. Just got you. Get away from me! You got me in the middle of the deck, motherfucker. What are you gonna do with that? Hit him with a body killer. Narrator, hit him with a body killer.
You girl!
Ah!
No barrel!
Yeah, right.
It's the KOS.
Like this.
KOS Duke.
He's dead.
Oh, sorry. KOS Duke.
Bitch.
Yes.
Binky.
What now? No! What is that for you? Oh, narrator! Narrator.
So like this, watch this. Business in the front, party in the back.
I need that body pillow, bro.
I am selling watermelon. Who wants to? You want to buy watermelon? No. No watermelon broke. I will buy another watermelon.
Yeah, this very much is the
Who wants to buy watermelon?
Me.
Duck. Where are you? Duck. Do you want to buy watermelon?
Why don't you get him? He was innocent.
Do you want to buy watermelon?
Hey guys, just want to say a big thanks
Okay, he killed 4 men.
for supporting my channel, making this video possible.
I'm gonna get it.
No, don't. Hands off the watermelon. You do not break it.
Have a blast playing Roddy Tank. Thank you.
Hey, you don't shoot my watermelon. No. You want to buy watermelon?
What is going on here?
He's trying to shoot my watermelon. No, 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 you do not break my watermelon, man.
What is going on? What the fuck?
Language. Also, what? Also, why is my freaking name red?
Why is it red?
I mean, like no, I meant like my voice chat background or like color thing. Why is it red?
Because you're a traitor, bro. Oh, I'm using the wrong chat.
Oh. Fuck! I almost drowned. I almost drowned. Wow. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the?
Hey, don't murder this man. Why did you murder this man?
Help me. No, I'm gonna drown. Stupid thing.
What's he? Scared of clowns or something?
It drowned me. Oh. What the
Ow,
frick?
ow, what the fuck you doing?
What the frick?
Fucking...
Wait, can you still hear
What are
me?
you trying to RDM me, bro? Fuck off.
If you can't get us a clean room, we're not staying here.
How dare you try to kill me? You have not ever... Actually, yeah, you're a detective. Yeah, you probably had that scanner on me. I'm sorry. Fuck you, trying to kill me anyway.
I'm already dead. I'm already dead.
That's private. Who knows the private? Run away! Who is it? Who is it? Which one do I shoot? Oh, okay, I'm gonna see you. DNA.
I freaking
Okay, time to sell
freaking
watermelon.
died. I freaking died because something. I was stuck in the water and something covered the way out of the water. And I
Don't
couldn't get out.
get pulse ratio. Don't get pulse ratio.
Yeah, that was me.
What? You killed me.
Yes.
Bienvenido a mi hotel de payaso. Tenemos aquí un pendejo payaso idiota. Dame mi cuarto.
How do I tell if I'm a traitor or not? I'm freaking used to the game.
I'm walking out here. Yes, I'm walking in.
No.
Damn, your parents
Why are
fighting or
there
something.
people in the tea room?
There is
We
tea room,
killing the
but
guy in the
I
tea
am not
room?
terrorist, but where is the tea room? I don't want to go in there.
Are we killing this guy?
Me?
Who are we killing? Wait,
You do realize you're using public chat, right?
I killed the thief. I killed the thief.
Hey, why do you want him?
You said you killed people!
Why'd you kill this man?
Oh, wait, I thought that was you!
It was a T. It was a T. It was a T. You killed the T. What are you doing?
I thought that was you!
I'm proving you did.
goes the bull.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Well done. Well done.
Ow.
Is it living abortion? No, no, it's the other guy. It's the other guy. It's private. Kill him.
that's so cool, dude!
Oh, wait, what? I'm confused.
Holy
Wait, you guys...
How you doing, boys? Not that bad. It's not that bad. I think it's hay fever. Allergies, guys. Let's see if you clears it.
You want to turn a lozenge? Eddie, take me.
Come on, Juicy. Look. You need a cool cigarette.
Eddie.
Are you friendly or what's going on?
Come on, Juicy. Camera's right here.
Yellow black bar.
It's me.
Yellow.
He is totally fine. Everything's
There's a guy on the staircase too.
narrow.
Is everybody dead? Oh wait, there's another body. Holy shit. There's bodies literally everywhere. And I hear more shooting.
Right, so I just saw everybody shooting him.
Some more. Be afraid, but some more.
Jesus. Boys.
Hey, Juicy.
There is two Harry's mod server. There's this one and there's his main server. But it's not main.
What is that? What's the signify? Can you do that again, please? Because obviously I can do it one time.
Yeah, there is another one. Probably main.
Duck. Why do I have missing textures, do you know?
Why? Do you have Counter-Strike Source installed?
No.
You need Counter-Strike Straws.
And my tag is a
The
ghost.
lag, oh my god.
Yeah.
You gonna suck this cock good.
Counter-Strike Straws. No. Oh.
Someone. For a night of thunder. If you know what, things in the night got a little humble.
You know what? Alright, there we go. Looks like we found the body.
See you later, boys.
There you go.
See you later.
But I guess this juicy.
I warn you, whoever enters my room, I have a sort of shotgun, I shoot on sight.
God, why is it so laggy now?
I am selling watermelon. Who wants to buy watermelon? Don't enter my toilet, I shoot on sight. Hey, you do not shoot my watermelon, man.
Yeah.
You want watermelon? Hey, who the fuck?
No, I don't want.
Why? Who damaged me?
Where is water?
Do you want watermelon?
I want watermelon. Stop, push. Damn.
Hey, so do not touch my watermelon. You can touch it if you buy it from me.
Okay, I will buy it.
Okay, buy the watermelon.
Or you
Give
getting
money.
shot.
Okay, take the watermelon.
How much is watermelon?
You buy the
Watermelon.
watermelon. Who the fuck shoot me?
Watermelon.
Did you just prop kill that guy?
Watermelon!
I didn't.
Watermelon. Where is what?
Hey, I will never betray you.
Do you have a
I know
watermelon?
this is an Among Us.
Watermelon! Can you hear me, my friend?
You cannot hear me. Oh, okay, thank you. I want to see if my microphone working.
Where is it?
Clown Motel ice cream shop out tonight. I'll see you.
Connection errors. No.
Lag.
It's lagging the server.
Welcome to the Clown Motel ice cream shop.
Stop it. Please.
Like to ask, what's the words you have for me?
Damn you,
Bitch! Stinky bitch! Molly! Right. Come in. Finally. That's farm-wide on place. Wait. I'm gonna say, come here. Come here. Come on, Zach. Hey. Oh, yeah. Grab myself. You wait 2 months, and you can't just come back and start making clown jokes about me. Oh, you I've always loved me. Well, I missed you. It was a dingy alleyway by the waterfront. Pretty good. It's gonna go long though. Not anyway. Alright, cut! Stick to the OnlyFans. Yeah, that's Not the Boys OnlyFans. Actually, real thing. Not the Boys OnlyFans. Thanks for your subscribe. See pictures of boys. Big fans. If you subscribe today and tip more than $1,000 for you this phone. Yeah, we're actually going to take pictures of this. This is not a steal. No, well, you know what? If they tip $2,000, we're going to get a photo of Nara stuff in this place. You better be ready. Yeah. He is in Florida. Oh, you make the trip. It's $2,000. It's got long toes. I do whatever. Like, oh, yeah. Alright, Jim. Darren, are you okay? No, I'm actually. Alright, Jim. Make sure to check the link down here for subscriptions. So you can subscribe to Boys. Dude, I have skinned and played beer. I have been through a gas chamber. Envisioning sucking on some dude's toes. Imagine after a real long recording session. Just imagine juicy feels up. Feels up with that time. He's gonna hot day running around the yard because he's stalking you can hear it as it feels up the end of his toe. Just imagine me sticking my toe and put that road. Could you imagine you fucking hard and then straight jam play? Jam stuff in it. Oh, gosh. You chew the cowards off of that. That's a sold out. All about this. Just stick your eyes to your face and everything. wash your hands before bed. Well, you're always being sad because you wake up dead now. I wonder where unless you open door 5. Because you're probably gonna die.
By the way,
Why? I said, why did the chicken cross the road? Why? I said.
welcome to another video. To your left is going up your. How bad is the damage? And let me tell you right now, if you're not only a true gamer can fit Xbox Elite Controller version 1 up there entirely.
Usually, like, you know me, I got the trick. Bro, Sandra, that's sweat.
I get the joke! I get the joke!
What's the joke?
Because she's fat!
Oh,
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Twig387, and in this video I'll be attempting a Pokemon Ultra Sun Park Nuzlocke using only shiny Pokemon. I know I always say this, but 95% of people watching my content aren't subscribed. I put an insane amount of time and effort into this run since I did this with full odds, so I'm practically begging for you to support the video at this point. It would mean the world to me since it helps out the channel until you're prompted to give it a nickname. It took me over 7 hours to finally get my hands on a shiny Litten. That's about 2,000 soft resets according to my calculations, and that's considered lucky. But my god does he look amazing. I name him Lily. Lily has a gentle nature, which is a little disappointing. My rival, Alolan Hop, then challenges me to a battle, but a future which will deal super effective damage against the normal type Gumshoes. As a result, Rose is able to dish out big damage, absolutely demolishing the Totem Gumshoes. After that, it's time to take on Kahuna Hala. Hala leads with Machop, and I with Rose. Rose starts setting up with Workup, as Hala's Machop uses Focus Energy. So this allows Rose to set up one more time, since even a crit shouldn't take me out here. After that, one Pluck is enough to finish off Machop. Makuhita comes out next and hits Rose with a Fake Out, which doesn't do much, so in the next turn, another Pluck takes out Makuhita. Last up is Crabrawler, but one more Pluck is enough to secure the win. That's the first trial completed. With the raised level cap, I'm finally able to evolve Lily into a Torracat. Next up is the Water-type Pokemon, Araquanid. Considering I only have one viable member for this trial, I realize I should probably have more Pokemon at my disposal. Hence, I make sure to look for another encounter and end up fighting a Poliwag, after about 5 hours. I name her Hibiscus. Hibiscus has a bold nature, which is nothing special, not getting too lucky with the nature so far. It is now time to face the Totem Pokemon. I decide to lead with Rose. One pluck brings Araquanid to a little over half health, but he then calls for an ally, which turns out to be Masquerain. Masquerain has Intimidate, so Rose's attack gets lowered, meaning another pluck likely won't take out Araquanid. It's all good though, since Araquanid doesn't have much he can hurt Rose with, so after 2 more plucks, the Totem Pokemon goes down. Masquerain manages to paralyze Rose, so for safety's sake, I switch into Hibiscus. To my surprise, Masquerain really doesn't want to go down without a fight, and ends up causing Hibiscus quite some trouble. So, ultimately, I switch into Lily, who finally finished off the Masquerain with a Fire Fan. That's the second Totem Pokemon Masquerain really doesn't want to go hurt Rose with, so after 2 more plucks, the Totem Pokemon goes down. Masquerain manages to paralyze Rose, so for safety's sake, I switch into Hibiscus. To my surprise, Masquerain really doesn't want to go down without a fight, and ends up causing Hibiscus quite some trouble. So, ultimately, I switch into Lily, who finally finished off the Masquerain with a Fire Fan. That's the second Totem Pokemon dealt with, and no deaths so far. Okay, I shouldn't have said that. Somebody knock on wood. After hitting Nature's Gym, aka a patch of grass, Hibiscus evolves into a Poliwhirl. Next is Kiawe's trial on Wella Volcano. Hibiscus sets up with Rain Dance to power up Bubble Beam and to weaken opposing Fire-type attacks. Because of this, a super effective Bubble Beam deals over half damage on Totem Marowak, and actually one-shots the ally Salazzle. Marowak connects with a Brick Break, which brings Hibiscus to 7 HP. To say I got a heart attack would be an understatement. I know that Hibiscus outspeeds, however, so I go for a final Bubble Beam, which takes down Marowak, and that's the 3rd trial completed. On my way to the lush jungle, I happen to come across some sort of motel. I head inside and, whoa, sorry about that, Gladion. Didn't realize you were in here. I also find a Water Stone, and since I don't really care for any of the moves that Poliwhirl has yet to learn, I just evolve right away. Next up is Totem Pokemon Lurantis. This one can be quite tricky because she has access to Synthesis. Additionally, her ally Pokemon can set up Sun, heal her, and buff her defense, so I've got to make sure she doesn't outstall me. I lead with Lily, but after realizing that Lily just doesn't deal enough damage, I switch him out for Rose. Now, Lurantis isn't the only one who has access to a healing move. Because Rose has Roost, he's able to outstall Lurantis' stalling. I make sure to target down Kecleon first, and so after a while, Rose takes her out. After a lengthy period of dealing damage and healing, Rose is finally able to take out Lurantis with a critical hit pluck. You might think this was lucky, but the battle had been going on for so long at this point that statistically, this was more likely to happen than not. Shortly after, Rose finally takes down Comfey as well. That is half the trials completed. Before taking on the Kahuna, I make sure to level up my entire team to the level cap, and in the process, Rose finally evolves into Toucannon and learns Beak Blast, a move that will come in super handy later. It's finally time to take on Akala Island's Kahuna, Olivia. Now, I know the community likes to simp for her, but let's try to be respectful, okay? Anyways, I lead with Hibiscus to counter Olivia's Anorith. Hibiscus connects with Rock Tomb, which lowers Anorith's speed. So, on the next turn, Hibiscus outspeeds and takes out Anorith with a Bubble Beam. Lily comes out next, so predicting a Giga Drain, I switch into Lily. I've taught Lily Leech Life, so
When you join or renew with Leia Healthcare, you now go online, book a cardiac heartbeat screening, any one of
slowly but surely wear down Olivia's Relief whilst also gaining back health, which ultimately takes the Relief down. Lastly, Lycanroc comes out, and predicting a Continental Crush, I switch into Hibiscus, who takes the hit very well. Hibiscus tries to land a Bulldoze, but flinches. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in a row. On top of that, Lycanroc also gets a crit. Despite this, Hibiscus finally pulls through and lands a Bulldoze, lowering Lycanroc's speed. This allows Hibiscus to outspeed on the next turn and take it out with a Brick Break. Despite some poor luck, we manage to take the win unharmed. To celebrate my win, I decide to hunt for another encounter. I end up finding an Alolan Diglett. For some reason, in the heat of the moment, I forgot that I'd already named one of my Pokemon Hibiscus, so I end up accidentally naming Diglett Hibiscus as well. For clarity's sake, I'll refer to her as Hibiscus 2. Hibiscus 2 has a quiet nature, which is absolutely horrible, since it cuts her speed and gives her special attack, which is useless for her. I then immediately evolved Hibiscus 2 into Dugtrio, giving her some absolutely dazzling hair. I then ascend Mount Hokulani to take on the totem Pokemon Togedemaru. I was actually caught completely off guard and didn't have time to get ready, so I end up leading with Rose. It's no big deal though, as I can just switch back into Hibiscus 2, who is immune to Togedemaru's Zing Zap. Hibiscus gets off a few bulldozers before she's forced to switch out into Lily. Lily manages to burn Togedemaru with a Fire Fang, which is absolutely crucial. After taking some damage though, Lily is also forced to switch out into Hibiscus 2. This turns out to be a stupid play, as Hibiscus 2 is immediately brought down to 3 HP. Because Togedemaru is burned, I decide that it's safe to send out Hibiscus now. And turns out it totally is. Hibiscus manages to take out Togedemaru with a few bulldozers, and so it's only Skarmory left. Hibiscus deals minimal damage onto Skarmory, so I end up switching to Rose. A Beak Blast ends up burning Skarmory, and not much later, Rose takes him out with a Brick Break, winning me the 5th trial. Having done some more XP training, Lily finally evolves into an Incineroar, and my god does shiny Incineroar look absolutely amazing. It's then time for a Sorola's trial, where I have to take on the totem Pokemon Mimikyu. I lead with Lily with the intention of lowering Mimikyu's speed twice with Bulldoze, and kill Banette with a Darkest Lariat. 2 Play Roughs should take Lily to about a quarter health, activating a Wicked Berry which allows him to get off an extra hit. Luckily, Mimikyu misses her first attack. Not so luckily, the next Play Rough ends up being a critical hit. This jeopardizes my entire plan, since the Wicked Berry won't activate now, meaning Lily can't lower Mimikyu's speed one more time, which would have been crucial as you'll see shortly. Anyway, Lily does manage to take down Banette. I send out Hibiscus 2 next. Had I landed a second Bulldoze here, Hibiscus 2 would have outsped and taken out Mimikyu with a super effective Iron Head. But since I didn't, Mimikyu gets to move first and lands a Shadow Claw. It's enough to kill. Losing something you spend hours looking for just hurts differently. That's the first death of the run. I send out Rose next. Rose does get lucky and avoids some of Mimikyu's attacks and manages to take out Jellicent as well. Thankfully, Rose manages to finish off Mimikyu with a Steel Wing, winning me a very tough battle. Your beautiful locks will not be forgotten, Hibiscus 2. I head to Blush Mountain next to look for someone to replace Hibiscus 2. I end up finding the school bus from SpongeBob. I catch her and name her Tulip. Tulip has a naughty nature, which once again sucks. Directly after, I bolt Tulip into a Vikavolt. Gotta say, I frickin' love that shiny sprite. Now, it's time to fight Kahuna Nanu. I leave with Vikavolt, who is able to kill Sableye with one shot. Alolan Persian comes out, so I switch into Hibiscus. Nanu attempts to use a Z move, but it doesn't end up doing much. A few Brick Breaks later, Alolan Persian goes down. Next out is Nanu's Krokorok, so predicting an Earthquake, I switch into Rose. Rose uses Bullet Seed, which is enough to take out Krokorok. That was actually pretty easy. After that, I make my way over to the other Foundation. Plot twist, they're the bad guys. Pretty surprising. Huh? No? Well, I'm challenged by Team Skull leader Guzma, or as his friends like to call him, Bugcatcher Gus. I lead with Rose to use Beak Blast to burn Golisopod and force him to switch out. Guzma sends out Pinsir instead, so I switch into Hibiscus. Hibiscus poisons Pinsir with Toxic, and also wears him down with some Rock Slides, until eventually Pinsir goes down. Guzma sends out Vikavolt, so I counter by switching into my own Vikavolt, Tulip. My Vikavolt is clearly the stronger one though, so a single Bug Buzz takes out the opposing Vikavolt. Next out is Masquerain, so I switch into Lily. Masquerain brings Lily very close to death with Bug Buzz, but thankfully no crit, so Lily heals with a Vicky Berry and counters with Fire Fang. Masquerain barely survives, but gets burned, so the burn damage is enough to take him out. Last out is Golisopod once again, but he's not too threatening due to his burn. I predict a Razor Shell by switching into Hibiscus, who has Water Absorb, and then finish off Guzma with a few Rock Slides. I head into Lusamin's office or something and meet up with the gang. Now, prepare for another plot twist. Lusamine is the mother of Gladion and Lily. I know how. I'm just as surprised as you are. I mean, there has been no indication of this whatsoever. Mind blown. With all those plot twists out of the way, it's time to battle Lusamine. I decide my best choice is to lead with Rose. Rose dishes out some pretty good damage onto her Fable, so
Okay, that's Shadow from Sonic.
Lucamine ends up switching into Milotic. Now, I've invested full speed AVs on Rose, so I expect him to outspeed, but I don't end up doing that. Milotic connects with a Hydro Pump. Holy sh**, that was close. I did not expect it to deal that much damage. I later looked it up, and apparently that Milotic also has perfect speed AVs. Thankfully, one batch of bullet seeds is enough to kill Milotic, and Rose lives to see another day. Lopunny is next, so I decide to switch into Lily. After some back and forth, Lily takes down Lopunny with Leech Life. Next out is Beware, so I send out Hibiscus in order to poison her with Toxic. Beware hits hard, so I end up switching into Tulip, so that Lucamine wouldn't be able to heal as much with Rain Punch. Turns out using Toxic was somewhat redundant, since Thunderbolt finishes off Beware. Lucamine sends out Clefable again, but another Thunderbolt does the trick. Last up is Lilligant, but since Tulip is locked into Thunderbolt thanks to choice specs, I switch into Lily, and then back into Tulip again. Finally, Tulip finishes off Lilligant with a final Bug Buzz. Having dealt with all of those cutscenes, I head back to Mount Hokulani in hopes of maybe getting a shiny Beldum, which would be super helpful against Ultra Necrozma. After about 5 hours, I end up running into a shiny Elgin. I name him Daffodil. He has an adamant nature. Seriously, what is up with these horrible natures? I make sure to immediately evolve him into
I'm still streaming. I forgot, but anyways.
8 hours later, and I end up fighting an Alolan Exeggutor. Okay, dang, that was exhausting, but it was worth it. I name her Daisy as a character. I mean, come on. Unlimited nature would be nice. I head to Dakota Canyon next and realize there's a pretty cool encounter available. If I'm really lucky, I could even find a Jacko. So I force myself to once again hunt for another encounter. I finally run into shiny Lycanroc that I catch and name Jasmine. Gotta say, they feature some really nice shiny presents. Continuing the tradition of bad natures, Jasmine has a relaxed nature. It is then finally time to buy some drugs. I, of course, buy the most expensive and exquisite. I need to complete the look.
Oh no.
My God, drink, Karen. Looking fresh, I head down into Bath Tony Canyon once again, take on the totem Pokemon combo. I lead with Daffodil, who will serve as our Toxic. I apologize for that, but I do hope you like it. So, after a long process of recovering, Kama will finally go to Daffodil then poisons one. Additionally, Psychic brings down Noivern and low health, but finally Noivern also next meets that later. But before we get into that, here's a quick photo. Roses are red, Dark Price TV smells like old tuna. Anyway, it's time to take on Necrozma, though it's not very threatening yet. It
Are you here?
Anything for Necrozma refuses to give up though and keeps using Morning, but eventually it goes down to a few more fire. After taking a joyride on my new whip, Lunala, I arrive at Ultimate Galactic, which sounds like
what a great start!
It's finally time to take on Ultimate Necrozma in full its glory. This is going to be insanely. Not only does it face that total of 754, but it also gets an too at the start of the battle. It'll be able to outspeed and 1 or 2 hit pretty much all of my team. This leaves me with only one choice. Do tough. I'm once again very sorry, but this battle could very easily be a run-ender, so I'm not taking it anymore. So I lead with Daffodil, next with Toxic. Daffodil protects, and on the next turn I have to try to double, which actually succeeds. In hindsight, I should have switched into Hibiscus here and then alternated between team members to stall out Necrozma, but for some reason I tried to get up a perfect.
What's in here? Fucking. Fuck you!
I send out Lilligant. Necrozma brings him to low health, but Lilligant can go to Legendary, which brings Necrozma down to 7.
There we go, okay.
Damage, Necrozma finally goes.
The doorway for some reason? Alright, I'll just put it here then. Alright, I'm gonna run back to the wrong one. I'm gonna run back to the truck now. Alright. Or, well, speed walk.
because you will end up making grave mistakes out of stuff.
I got
in this case,
that monitor.
Oh look, motion sensor.
Okay, we
I
got the
just
motion
placed
sensor
it.
gun.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Eventually, though, Rebumby dies of
Well, we definitely know the ghost is in the laundry.
and that's all of the trials.
Oh, it triggered it again.
Now, for the final completed fight against
Jeez, just triggered it again. Keeps triggering it. Maybe the ghost is having fun.
Alright. Probably. Alright, I'm gonna go back in the house and place the camera in.
Alright, I'm gonna bring in a book.
I think that's an old version of Phasmophobia. Alright, as the cameras cannot look like that. I don't.
I switch into Rose to finish out Flygon, but Hapu uses.
Alright.
So let's see, it brings down Flygon to a solid health, and on the following turn, Rose finishes out Flygon with a peak blast. That wraps up the island.
Excuse me, I usually do because I'm not constantly talking.
He sure is holding his arms high. It's not November yet, Flygon.
What EMF's going off?
I set up Jasmine first, takes out Flygon's Crobat with a stone egg.
EMF 5.
Next, so I switch into Tulip, counter Lucario's Aura. Thanks to Tulip, massive special.
Alright, put that in the book.
Thunderbolt takes on the
I'm gonna put it in the book outside.
Ally is up next, but I know it's Zoroark.
Probably best to go outside first.
Switch into Lily to tackle that most counter with a leash line. That almost takes on
Zoroark. It wouldn't be the first time.
Lily uses U-turn, finishing off Zoroark,
Alright.
allowing you to get a free switch into Hibiscus.
EMF level 5. So we've got one evidence so far.
Alright.
Okay, yes, that's 100. That's 100%. That's 100%. And the old version, because the evidence book and everything does not look like that.
I've got my head cam on. If I go in there, maybe you can see orbs or anything.
Comes out, so I switch into Rose. Rose attacks a flying crest.
We definitely need to turn the kitchen light off.
Yeah, I got it. Check my head cam for orbs in case too.
Finally taking out Mandibuzz with Flutter. Last out is Kupo. So I switch into Jasmine to Tempest and Sonic Sky Strike.
Yeah, that's what I'm going in for, is turn off the lights. You have to turn off the kitchen, right? This light right here.
Alright, so make sure you turn your flashlight off as well, because the flashlight's gonna get in the way.
Alright, my flashlight is off.
Alright,
That means...
Oh, man. This is unlucky for you.
I died.
Well, he's dead. So I gotta do this.
I guess I'm live streaming while watching a very old version of the game. Huh. Only friends channel.
Definitely in the kitchen though, that's where the ghost killed me.
Delmise comes up next, so I switch into Daisy, who is quad resistant to Delmise's energy. Daisy manages to poison it, so Isabella decides to withdraw Delmise and send off Prostat.
Alright, I'm gonna run over here.
I answered by switching into Lily and taking up Prostat with Flare Blade. Castarola sends out Palosan next, so I switch into Rose,
Eventually,
Rose takes out Palosan after 2 turns of Felicity.
Phantom Jin Shade. I bet it's a shade.
But it's no
because it didn't really attack until I was in there by myself. So.
Last up is Drifblim, but she literally has no use for it, so eventually Drifblim goes down.
I think it might be a shade.
I take on Olivia next, who leads with
Oh,
Anorith.
motion sensor again.
Remember how Jasmine had a
I'm gonna go get something to throw at.
Well, that results in Anorith outspeeding Jasmine. It's no big deal though, since Jasmine is able to take on Anorith with Stone Egg, but
damn.
fell unlucky.
I should have seen that. I'll just throw this very blurry picture at
but
him.
my gut tells me Olivia will try to lower Jasmine's speed with Rough Shield. Jasmine's
Yeah, I can see you throwing stuff.
my gut was right, but after dealing a bit of damage on
I'm not trying to scare him.
One bug buff is enough
I
to
want
take up
past the
Olivia's
car
kill.
key.
Gigalith comes out next and whips up a sandstorm. Bug switches out from
Yep, there's
Are
my
you
body.
here? Okay, never.
Hibiscus lances a fall that ends up burning Gigalith, but Olivia uses.
I don't even need the spirit ball too much, like, since he's ghost riding and I can see your dead body.
Ghost
Olivia
riding.
shuts out Provocath, so I switch into Daisy.
Alright.
We trade a few attacks, but eventually
Yeah, I called
Grab the camera and take a picture of the dead body and
Olivia
send it
sent out a
to
life in my
well.
class, so I switched into Hibiscus to attack the Continental Crush. I have a Chardy Berry equipped on Tulip, which halves the damage of Rock type. So I switch into Tulip, but Lycanroc ends up going with
Yeah, wait for him to come in.
Distant. Uses Volt Switch to switch into Jasmine with Olivia here. I send back Tulip to resisting the counter, and then Volt Switch back into Jasmine, and into
Hold on.
Olivia's Lycanroc with a Brick Break.
And then stream.